Hello everyone, it is your host, Seth the Programmer, and today we're talking about something a little bit more basic. However, I have seen some people throughout the community, especially like on my friends' videos, like say like Clyde the Weeaboo, talk about, say, Sasuke slaps Naruto, or they have certain misconceptions about how the final battle in Shippuden kind of went down, and this will be a short and brief video to kind of just solve it for the community. You know, it's just one of those videos that will be on YouTube that will always be there to answer the question. So I feel like it is important to kind of talk about, kind of like the Planetary Naruto video, which I do suggest. And as always, if you have never seen my channel or you've been watching for a while, maybe you come back to my channel, please consider subscribing. I always do Naruto content and I have a lot of big projects planned for the future. Throughout the story of Naruto, we've seen the rivalry of Naruto and Sasuke develop into some godly proportions nobody was really anticipating at first. However, this rivalry has numerous stages of both Naruto and Sasuke surpassing each other from time to time. This rivalry seems to reach its peak during the end of the war as they both reach the conclusion of their seemingly fatalistic final clash as Indra and Ashura's reincarnations, in which it was somewhat apparent that Naruto was blatantly superior in terms of power, and in fact, it was almost like Naruto was a hard counter to Sasuke and his abilities. Naruto hit harder, had danger perception to avoid attacks, was immune to Amaterasu, could tank Chidori's to the face, was immune to Genjutsu, had a seemingly limitless pool of stamina, and could even create thousands of clones that rivaled himself in strength. It was so bad that even though Sasuke was trying to literally murder Naruto with all his might, Naruto just played defense and tried to befriend Sasuke and was still holding him off and even stalemating him. Sasuke had to resort to absorbing all the chakra of the tailed beast, even stealing Naruto's own chakra just to tie with him, and even got worried and desperate to absorb more Bijuu chakra when it was them 1v1 again. It could then even still be implied that Naruto wasn't trying to kill him, so how did this happen? Even back from the 5 Kage Summit, Naruto sensed something different about himself and Sasuke after he became a sage. He sensed that he sensed that Indra needed more than just raw power to stop this for good. That overpowering him might not be the end of their philosophical conflict. He would just reincarnate and the problem wouldn't end. Many people get this confused with Naruto saying Sasuke is stronger than him. However, Naruto and Hagoromo clarified later on that this is not what Naruto meant at all. Throughout his years in Shippuden, Naruto gradually began to understand Sasuke more and more, and their final battle was more so Sasuke and Naruto comparing their struggles and how much Naruto really understood Sasuke. For Naruto, it wasn't really about slamming his power level against Sasuke, and never was since the Kage Summit, as pain changed Naruto's perspective entirely, to the point that Kishimoto himself stated that Naruto would need to go through an entire war to even understand Nagato, and let alone Sasuke. Sasuke then gets a little insecure about this confrontation and goes on to obtain the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan by transplanting his brother Itachi's eyes into himself, and this gives Sasuke a very substantial power-up, to the point that Sasuke is relevant against the Ten Tails in Rinnegan Jubito, whereas before he was more so a match and superior to the Raikage. And Naruto obtains a power-up by learning to harness the chakra of the Nine Tails. However, he still doesn't have mastery over it, and would thus have to have many more titanic struggles than Sasuke to be a rival to Obito and truly obtain his Nine Tails powers. However, Naruto did more than just obtain the Nine Tails powers. He mastered it and harnessed it to the point that it amplified its abilities beyond its norm. Having going through so many more intense and grueling fights than Sasuke and having to evolve it so much more, it makes sense that Naruto would gradually begin to surpass Sasuke. He even mastered Sage Mode even further and gained the support and chakras of all the tailed beasts as well. Naruto actually grew so powerful that it made Sasuke insecure and began to shake in anger, even while a lot of chakra was being used to help others, including Sasuke himself. This forced Sasuke to resort to using Jugo to even fight next to Naruto. So from this point, Sasuke was already resorting to needing outside help to even fight alongside a nerfed Naruto as somewhat of an equal. This isn't even to bring up the fact that this might be purely hacks and speed related only in terms of relativity, and that Sage Naruto, even without the QBM, could put a dent into Obito with the Rasengan and could even take a fire style attack from Madara without even any protection. Though I would go on to say that EMS Sasuke, by comparing to QB Chakra mode, mode, plus the Sage mode would be more relative to that than Sage Naruto. It's just an example. Naruto and Sasuke then get doo-dooed on by a live Madara, and then comes Hagoromo to save the day, and for all intents and purposes, you could say that the 6 paths amp they got was so astronomical of an increase that the differences between Sasuke and Naruto's bases would be almost barely mattering percentage-wise, to the point where Naruto goes from being able to output enough jewels to destroy numerous continents with Killer Bee, and being able to output planetary levels of energy versus Obito using the data books and some of Obito's own feats that scale around 10 to the 32 joules, to contesting beings that are going to destroy entire time-space continuums with stars and numerous celestial bodies in them. Even lowballing and saying that the realm bust with the expansive truth-seeking orbs are only large planet level would still make Naruto and Sasuke's previous levels pretty abysmal, although they are still there. Also, to anybody curious about the planet level calcs and all of that, don't worry about debating it or contesting it on this video. If you want to learn more about that, like I said, I do have a video going into full detail, full big brain detail on why they are planet level and beyond, and that will be in the description. Sasuke was then revived by Kabuto and Naruto by 6 paths Obito, and while this may have slightly amped them, it wouldn't be much of anything, as Kabuto didn't even give Sasuke that much chakra, as Kabuto wasn't even tired or out of his senjutsu, and Obito was still wielding his truth-seeking staff and was able to instantly Kamui Sakura out of the Kamui realm when Madara appeared. This could imply even if Naruto got a bit of Obito's 6 paths chakra, it'd be a way more massive amp than Sasuke. However, there's no evidence he really gave him anything but the 9 tails, other than Madara stating that it must have been Obito's fault that he was able to kick away the truth-seeking orb, although this doesn't inherently have to be true, as we know Naruto got 6 paths to be able to do that from Hagoromo. Although it is pretty interesting that Madara thinks that Obito could have given Naruto enough power to kick away his truth-seeking orb. So from here, we have Naruto with the chakra of all the tailed beasts being utilized, and 6 paths Senjutsu versus Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke with a 6 paths Rinnegan. Now, while it can be assumed Hagoromo gave an equal amount of his chakra to Naruto and Sasuke, there are still disparities between their power-ups. The 6 paths Senjutsu form in the data book is mainly described as subconscious mastery and universal awareness. Now, not universal as in understanding the whole universe, just universal as in can understand most things. Whereas with the Rinnegan, it's constantly described as being naive, incomplete, and not being able to use its full abilities, at least in the words of Kurama and even Sasuke himself. This is why Naruto, despite losing most of his truth-seeking orbs and using a ton more chakra in combating Kaguya, was rivaling a now more masterful and matured Rinnegan Sasuke. Naruto, along with 6 paths, also gained the ability to use the chakra of every Bijuu rather than just forming a vague bond with them, and this is why he's referred to as the Jinchuriki of all the Bijuu by Sasuke and Hagoromo, as well as being able to fly, regenerate, recharge all of his chakra whenever Kurama charges it for him, and use his truth-seeking orbs that surpasses Bijuu Damas or Bijuu bombs in power and casual attacks whenever he wants. He's even shown using these even in normal strikes versus Kaguya, and he's able to actually counteract her with them. Speaking of the Jinchuriki of all the beasts, has one of these abilities, the Boil release from the 5 tails, which gives Naruto enough power to even blatantly overpower Kaguya, the same Kaguya that was obliterating Sasuke's Susanoo and even rivaling Naruto plus his truth-seeking orbs being punched around, meaning at almost any moment Naruto could have absolutely annihilated Sasuke without even using his own Kurama avatar if he was at full power or bloodlusted. Even with Sasuke's only real notable hacks, he teleports a Chidori into Naruto's face, but it's not even powerful enough to pierce his skin. In the final clash, after Sasuke absorbs a ton of chakra from the Bijuu and Naruto absorbs all of the chakra he can find in nature, you could still make arguments that Naruto could have amplified himself with Boil release, or that his tailed beast Rasen Shuriken would have been much more powerful if it utilized his original set of 9 truth-seeking orbs rather than just 3. So you could imply that it almost might have used 3 times the truth-seeking orbs, which would have been a substantial difference. In conclusion, Naruto should be superior to Sasuke throughout the entire war, really. He only rivals Naruto when Naruto is extremely fatigued after having to fight Obito and Madara by himself, and then also protect the whole Shinobi Alliance from the 10 tails. And as adults, you could argue they are equal in power, maybe using some Boruto guides. However, Naruto still hard counters all all of Sasuke's abilities as I described earlier, so even if they are equal as Shinobi, maybe versus other people, Naruto still counters all of Sasuke's hardest hitting attacks, unless Sasuke has something up his sleeve. And this of course doesn't bring into the fact that of course Naruto still has that super 6 paths nature Rasen Shuriken, and Sasuke doesn't have that 10 tails ability. So unless Sasuke has something crazy, he's not doing anything. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I just wanted this to be one of those videos you can go to on YouTube if you ever wanted to know this basic question and you don't watch many of my videos to begin with, or you can just show it to people that are curious or kind of debating about it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like I said, if you're interested, please check out, you know, the Planetary Naruto video or Naruto versus all of the Hokage. That one's doing pretty well right now. So other than that, till next time.
お前を殺してんじゃねえ。また一人になろうとしてるお前をほっとけねえだろう。あれを知ってる者同士だからこそわざわざそこに行こうとしてるお前をほっとけるわけねえだろう。俺は今ここでのお前との勝負が最後なのさ。インドラの矢、今の俺が放てる最強の術だ。もう散れ。知ってくれ。